The Eurovision Song Contest 1964 was the ninth edition of the annual Eurovision Song Contest. It was held in Copenhagen, the capital of Denmark, after the country's victory in the 1963 edition. Italy won the contest for the first time, scoring 49 points with the song Non ho leta, performed by Lala Lugo. Location: the host venue for the contest was Tivoli Concert Hall Tivolis Concertsal in Denmark's capital city Copenhagen, which lies within Denmark's famous amusement park and pleasure garden Tivoli Gardens. The park, alluding by its name to the Jardin de Tivoli that existed in Paris, was opened on 15 August 1843, and is the second oldest amusement park in the world, after Die Heidesbakken in nearby Klampenborg. Format: each country had 10 jury members who distributed 3 points among their 1, 2, or 3 favorite songs. The points were totaled and the first, second, and third-placed songs were awarded 5, 3, and 1 votes in order. If only one song got every point within the jury, it would get all 9 points. If only 2 songs were chosen, the songs would get 6 and 3 points in order. A political protest occurred after the Swiss entry. A man trespassed onto the stage holding a banner that read "Boycott Franco and Salazar." Whilst this was going on, television viewers were shown a shot of the scoreboard. Once the man was removed, the contest went on. The immediate response of the concertsal audience to the Italian entry was markedly enthusiastic and prolonged, and, most unusually for a contest performance, after leaving the stage, Lala Lugo was allowed to return to take a second bow. Her performance was given an unscheduled repeat on British television the following afternoon. In the event, she won the most crushing victory in the history of the contest, with a score almost 3 times that of her nearest rival, a feat extremely unlikely ever to be beaten under the post-1974 scoring system. As with the 1956 contest, no video recording of the actual contest performance is known to survive. However, like the 1956 contest, an audio recording does exist. Reports say that this is because there was a fire at the studios of Dr. the Danish broadcaster, in the 1970s. No other broadcaster recorded the entire show other than for the winner's reprise. It has been speculated that the BBC once held a copy of the show, as an empty tape canister marked Eurovision 1964 was found during a storage cleanup, but the tape was missing, presumably wiped. The audio of the entire show, however, is still intact, and an unofficial release of the show has been uploaded to YouTube with press photos and some intact video parts to supplement the audio. Participating countries: Sweden did not participate because of a boycott by singers. They did, however, broadcast it. Portugal made its debut in the contest. However, they became the first country to score null points on their debut. Germany, Switzerland, and Yugoslavia also scored null points for the first time. The Netherlands became the first country to send a singer of non-European ancestry. Annika Gromlo was of Indonesian descent. The Spanish group Los TNT was the first group of 3 or more participants of the history of the ESC. Returning artists: 1 artist returned to the contest this year, Switzerland's Anita Traversi, that represented the country in 1960. Conductors' results. Scoreboard. 5 points below is a summary of all 5 points in the final. International broadcasts and voting. The table below shows the order in which votes were cast during the 1964 contest, along with the spokesperson who was responsible for announcing the votes for their respective country. Each national broadcaster also sent a commentator to the contest, in order to provide coverage of the contest in their own native language. Details of the commentators and the broadcasting station for which they represented are also included in the table below.